bully you.
As if he was fed up with his owner's nonsense, just so they could quickly get back to their place. Do you think he's the best band ever? When this guy got himself drunk after a heavy night of partying, so it seems like Pope Francis has kicked the bucket. You know, social media is a funny thing because anytime an event like this happens, you get to see everybody's true colors. And there's a couple things that I find unsettling. First, the way more unsettling thing is that with the passing of Apple,
Gino Jennings read something about it. He said that was supposed to happen. And he got the vibe. I was like,
every year that this has happened, there's been a world war. What do you think we're on the brink of?
Look at that. Look, stand up. She's got a belly for half a top. Pregnant. Belly's popping out. Got a top on. Big old ass belly. I guess she's pregnant or she's blitzed. She looked pregnant. She looked pregnant because she got a belly top on up to her.
There's so many people that
How would you show?
Not many people like covering up. And it's not exactly warm like that.
No.
people proclaim Christians. How are you going to be out here on social media celebrating a man's death, no matter how evil or bad or deranged?
Yeah, you mustn't celebrate someone's death.
You personally didn't know him while you're hearing his stuff from online, so how do you even know? I'm not sticking up for him. Obviously, he's into some weird sadistic shit. I get it. I'm not a close fan. I'm a Catholic.
Go say hello.
But I didn't see how many people are celebrating that man's death.
Well, I'm not handy, I'm a Watson, but...
that I see these days that, you know, anyway, so it seems like Pope Francis has kicked the bucket. You know, social media is a funny thing because anytime an event like this happens, you get to see everybody's true colors. And there's a couple things that I find unsettling. First, the way more unsettling thing is that with the passing of Apple, or whatever they call it, the passing of the job of the Pope to the next Pope, every year that this has happened, I couldn't believe it when I got an e-bike for a review.
I'm not interested. Imagine this. You enter your name.
Besides, if you get it by
We should be going for a road of people as well, you know.
I didn't break any laws. I just wanted to help someone who couldn't afford help. Today, I went to mow the lawn for an 80-year-old widow. She lives alone on fixed income, and her front yard had grown wild after weeks of heat and rain. She told me the city had already warned her. Clean it up or
Hey, your voice is beautiful.
thing is, she can't afford to pay the $300 the city charges to cut it, so I offered to do it for free. I barely got halfway through when 2 police cruisers pulled up. Lights on, doors swinging open. One officer steps out and says, "Shut that mower off." I was confused. Maybe they were checking in. Then he told me I was trespassing. For investigation. Permit. Then if the lady standing on the porch was pregnant, she asked me to help.
You got one, just a little after that.
One officer handcuffed me right there.
I'll have to do that one.
Turns out the local department offers a paid lawn service. Neighbors or charities have been
Is that the first
to
picture?
interfere with city business.
Right, okay
I
then.
sat in the back of the cruiser, watching
Thanks,
people
bye.
on their porch. I wasn't charged. They let me go later.
You cancelled the appointment, but then now you're running me down because I keep me to a dentist.
A citation for disruption of municipal property.
Oh, we've got the 13th of May at 12
You go in with them, don't you?
Yeah,
And that's what they do.
13th of May at 12 o'clock.
If you want to hear what happens next, just type stand up in the comments.
No, the next one's been booked is in
Yeah.
June.
I didn't break any laws. I just wanted to help someone who couldn't afford help. Today, I went to mow the lawn for an 80-year-old widow.
Don't cancel
She
that.
lives alone on fixed income, and her front yard had grown wild after weeks of heat and rain. She told me the city had already warned her. Clean it up or get fined. Thing is, she can't afford to pay the $300 the city charges to cut it, so I offered to do it for free. I barely got halfway through when 2 police cruisers pulled up. Lights on, doors swinging open. One officer steps out and says, "Shut that."
don't. They can have it all.
And he told me I was for investigation. I pointed at the lady standing on her porch, waving frantically. She gave me permission. They ignored her. One of them told me the yard fell under a municipal code that made it restricted property near the landing line. The woman kept pleading, trying to explain. They wouldn't listen. One officer handcuffs me right there in front of her. Turns out the local department offers a paid lawn service. And if neighbors or charities have it for free,
It's done, no problem.
I sat in the back of the cruiser, watching that poor woman cry on her porch. I wasn't charged. They let me go later with a warning. But they told me next time it would be a citation for disruption of the municipal process. Going back this week to the arrested again. If you want to hear what happens next, just try and stand up. So I can get out my way. Let me grow up, you understand? I didn't break any laws. I just wanted to help someone who couldn't afford help. Today, I went to mow the lawn for an 80-year-old widow. She lives alone on fixed income, and her front yard had grown wild after weeks of heat and rain. She told me the city had already warned her. Clean it up or get fined. The thing is, she can't afford to pay the $300 the city charges to cut it, so I offered to do it for free. I'd barely gotten halfway through when two police cruisers pulled up, lights on, doors swinging open. One officer steps out and says, "You need to shut that mower."
What? Is that it, man?
But then he told me I was trespassing, under investigation for unauthorized property maintenance. I pointed at the lady standing on her porch, waving frantically. She asked me to help. I said she gave me permission.
Stop stamping, man.
One of them told me the yard fell under a municipal code that made it restricted property because of pending fines. The woman kept pleading, trying to explain, but they wouldn't listen. One officer handcuffed me right there in front of her. Turns out the local department offers a paid lawn service, and if neighbors or charities step in for free, they interfere with city business. I sat in the back of the cruiser, watching that poor woman cry on her porch. I wasn't charged. They let me go later with a warning. But they told me next time it would be a citation for disruption of municipal process. I'm going back this week to finish the job before they fine her, even if it means getting arrested again. If you want to hear what happens next, just type stand up in the comments. Aside, because if you get in my way, there's going to be problems, you understand? I didn't break any laws. I just wanted to help someone who couldn't afford help. Today, I went to mow the lawn for an 80-year-old widow. She lives alone, on a fixed income, and her front yard had grown wild after weeks of heat and rain. She told me the city had already warned her. Clean it up or get fined. The thing is, she can't afford to pay the $300 the city charges to cut it, so I offered to do it for free. I'd barely gotten halfway through when two police cruisers pulled
They're
up.
disgusting, aren't they? They're terrible, man.
Let me know why you think it is not the same. I'm sorry if I'm to thank you, but I'm just gonna do it because you are able to get your facts right. These comments that looks like Spider-Man, which is not really Spider-Man anyway, because when children in this school, we also be Spider-Man. Already exists a number of places. It's not truly the Instagram program, they should be on myself. Sure. This place. Because the second place for transferring those can use it, and it has a break here.
Yes, we're open.
You know why
You don't know?
it's not the same. I'm sorry if I'm to thank you, but I'm just gonna do it so that you are able to get your facts right. This orange color that looks like Spider-Man, which is not really Spider-Man anyway, because I know children love this color because of the Spider-Man. Honestly, this particular one, it is not it though. Go through the He laced very well. Now they should be number 7 on that link. I hope this makes clear. If you haven't gotten this scooter, you can go for other colors. This is an amazing one, and the price is well deserved because the size of this scooter, adults can use it, and it has a brake. It has a brake. Yeah. Check out.
Don't let that excitement.
Okay, so we're attempting some discretion here, pretending with the Postal Service. Got it?
Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Products.
Before you were old. It's not pleasant anymore. Life without God produces bitterness, loneliness, and hopelessness in old age. A life centered around God is fulfilling and can be richer and more bearable than one without Him. For handicaps, instead of eternal values. Make your strength available to God when it is still yours. During your youthful years, don't waste it on evil or meaningless activities. Become your habits and make you callous. Seek God now. Don't let the excitement of youth cause you to forget your Creator. Honor Him in your youth before you grow old and say, life is not pleasant anymore. Life without God and hopelessness in old age. It can be richer and more bearable than one without Him. If we are faced with disability, sickness, or handicap. Being young is exciting, but the excitement of youth can become a barrier to closeness with God if it makes young people focus on passive pleasures instead of eternal values. Make your strength available to God when it is still yours. During your youthful years, don't waste it on evil or meaningless activities that become your habit and make you callous. Seek God now. Don't let the excitement of youth cause you to forget your Creator. Honor Him in your youth before you grow old and say, life is not pleasant anymore. Life without God can produce bitterness, loneliness, and hopelessness in old age. A life centered around God is fulfilling and can be richer and more bearable than one without Him. If you are faced with disability, sickness, or handicaps. Being young is exciting, but the excitement of youth can become a barrier.
Doing this? Huh? The products in the back of the truck, ready to move. Get into the fire, you're done.
Passive pleasures instead of eternal values. Make your strength available to God when it is still yours. During your youthful years, don't waste it on evil or meaningless activities that become bad habits and make you callous. Life without God.
Feeling good, son?
Become bad habits and make you callous. Seek God now. Don't let the excitement of youth cause you to forget the Creator. Honor Him in your youth before you grow old. Say, life is not pleasant anymore.
Okay.
Without God, many of them lose bitterness, pneumonia, and hopelessness and old age.
Oh, balls. Some cops on the take are about to...
No, they're not.
Can be richer.
Never wound your father. Well, want a new car without... She finally...
Boy, look at here. I'm going to say this in the nicest. People are losing limbs for no reason, all because of a parasite. Why do you still suffer from type 2 diabetes, even though you're taking medication and dieting? Because no one told you that the real culprit is not sugar, but a microscopic parasite lodged in the pancreas, which blocks insulin production. Medications like metformin only control glucose for a few hours, but they don't eliminate the cause. That's why you're always tired, with wounds that don't heal and feeling like a burden to your family. Today I'm going to show you
This brand new singing a worship song to his brand new baby in the NICU. And why would you place the gym here? Like, I just banged the session.